Hello everyone, and welcome back to this, well, it's the GT6 Demo playthrough, but we're now into the GT Academy section. So we were four attempts, well, a high 4 attempts off the #1 rank there, but that was with commentary as well, so do remember that. We're going to jump into the second one now. So we'll just read this description quickly. Drive on the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit from the Wellington Straight to the famous high-speed Cops Corner. The key here will be to keep your cornering tight around the Brooklands Turn 6 coming up immediately after start and the following Gloughfield corner. So we've got the same opening times and periods, and we've got a goal time to beat of 43.5. So let's give this a go. Do you know what? One thing I do like about this is we're in a yellow 370Z tuned car. Obviously, as you know, yellow is my favourite colour for the 370Z, so they obviously knew I'd have a go at this anyway. It's a lovely colour to have the 370Z in. I've seen them in real life in yellow and they look lovely. Absolutely lovely. Perfect car for yellow. So yeah, the reason this bit's going a bit slower than what it would normally do is because it's trying to get the server information, and I'm uploading all the other playthroughs as well at the same time, so it's just a little bit slower. So I do apologise for that. Turn traction control off. Good, that skid recovery force is still forced off. Let's have a quick look at the friends rankings. Let's see who's where. Looks like Ghost must have just be concentrating on the first one at the moment to try and get his name up there. We've only got 3 friends who have done this, so Dan is definitely going straight through these tests. We've got Dave and we've got Fetz. Dave and Fetz obviously featuring the OPC versus Ronan championship. Let's have a look at the world rankings, see who's up there. We saw Zocchi was rank 1 at the moment. Obviously, as I've mentioned, he's a very good driver. Rossi's up there again. So they're doing very well. Who else have we got in here that we recognise? Obviously, you've got to look out for the French drivers. The French board is very competitive. GM Matthew is up there as well in 39th place. But yeah, that's your top 50 so far. I'm going to jump straight into this now. This is the old part of the track. So this is where sort of the old school touring car games are and things like that. This is a very, very good corner. I watched Jan race at this corner from the grandstands, and it's a brilliant corner. Lots of overtaking. Mark Webber's favourite place to overtake, looking at Formula 1. So we've gone in there a bit too aggressive. We've caught it before we went off, and the back end is trying to come out because of that. Obviously the weight is still moving quite badly because of that slide, so we're going to come round. So we're going to come onto this straight, and then we're going to head towards Cops. I believe this is Cops Corner anyway. So you want to see cars come through here, even the GT cars, they look amazing coming through here. And we've gone wide. Don't go too wide. Oh, and we've gone too wide. Let's just finish this, see what time we would have been around the goal time. But yeah, we didn't get that. Now, I think from what we saw, was it a 41, the top players were getting? So obviously a lot of time there. So we just need to find a braking point for this corner. I'm going to brake before this sign, just see how well that works. That works better. See, we missed the apex there. That part of the apex is where you want to be on the curb. Then you want to accelerate out of here. See, I did an early gear change there just to make sure that the back end wouldn't come out at the higher revs. And it also allowed me to just get that bit more traction for the quicker acceleration. So as we come up to this, it's a very fast corner. So this time I broke using the colour of the barriers just to see. That was the only real marker I was looking for. So we've got a 41. Wow, 42.0. Absolutely amazing. We're 1.5 seconds under that goal time. 1.5 seconds. And obviously we've still got time there because we didn't nail hardly any of the apexes. So that's a key of picking out a braking point or turning point. You know, if you can find one, you can just use that as a reference and gives you very good consistency. So I've picked, now there's a colour barrier on the right there as well. So you want to stay tight through here and then accelerate so we're only just slightly ahead of our Ghost. Obviously, I can imagine my old Tocker days. Wow, I didn't think that'd happen. I can imagine my old Tocker days are really going to pay off on this section of the track. And we definitely went far too fast into that corner. And yeah, I think F1 cars nearly take that flat, which is quite incredible when you think we're taking it far too fast and we're braking. So we're going to use the colour on the right, change to red. Nope, it's actually too late that. So we're going to try a different approach. I didn't check when the 15 minutes started actually for this. It was about 2 minutes ago. So we'll say 14. So we're going to go till, we'll go till past. So we need to find a braking point. There isn't really one there, you know, for this car. There isn't really one there. We're going to have to look on the left hand side. Whoa, back end wanting to come out there. We corrected nicely. Still correcting. Notice how the slide in this game, it's using the weight transfer a lot more. That the fact that I'm having to correct, and then obviously the weight transfer is going with the correction, to then having to correct that. It's far more realistic than in Gran Turismo 5, which is, but it's quite nice. That'll be good for the drifters out there who like drifting. I'll give you far more realism with the drift. But yeah, I don't do drifting, but it's just for those of you out there who do. So that's how you should do that corner. See, there's many lines around this corner. There's the in to out to in. Oh, back end's gone. So we've lost all our time there that we did have with the Ghost. But let's just see what we can get. Obviously we can still turn the Ghost off. But I want to try and pick an apex speed. Obviously all... I would probably say 90 mile an hour with the perfect turn in there. Turning point anyway. Because we went in a bit early and it meant we ran wide. So we'll just retry this again. So we got a bit of oversteer there. The Ghost is going to catch us down the straight because of that oversteer. So that just shows you the loss of traction. Being a bit too aggressive on the throttle does cost you time. So you've got to find that perfect balance. Oh no. So we can gain a bit more on cops. We need to sort of get the this first section sorted as well. Because we seem to be... seem to just be matching the Ghost, and we really need to improve on that. It's just trying to find the perfect line. Obviously that wasn't the perfect line, so we'll have another go at this. So yeah, but it's just fine. There is nothing. I can't see. Oh, hang on. I saw something there we can use as a braking point. Right. So what I want you to do is look to the left along the fence. Right. Okay. Now you'll notice the fence change at a certain point. Now we're going to use that and just see if that works. So there it changes. So we had a bit of oversteer there, but it wasn't oversteer that lost us traction. So it's actually meant we've gained speed, so that was helpful oversteer. So now it's just getting this right. No. So yeah, it's a bit less than 90. We're going to have to trail brake into there, hitting about an 88, 87 mile an hour apex speed, I think. We'll try that on the next one. I think this barrier change is the best one we've got here coming up. I think that would be the best one to use. So just before it changes, brake. And look, yeah, I think for consistency purposes that's going to be the best. So we've got a much better exit, but we slightly hit the limiter there, so that's going to cost us a tiny bit of time. Oh, I thought we'd gone too much over there, but we haven't. So we're going to come up to this corner. I want to brake. I'm going to brake just before now. So it was a 90-mile-an-hour apex speed. I was right. Oh, how is that? What? I disagree with that entirely. I had two wheels easily on the track there. Obviously, they want to stop the any cheating from happening, which I understand, but I felt I was more within my rights there than I should have been. So that's something to watch out for. So obviously, we've picked everything now that we want to use. So we're much further ahead of our ghost than we've been so far. Nearly got a shortcut penalty. Look at that! We stabilised the car so well through that corner there, and we got a 41.7. And you could see that through cops that the car did not move at all. The weight was stable, the car was stable. It meant we got a really good traction out, and it meant the car could turn as well. And that got us that 41.7. Absolutely brilliant. So I can't remember exactly what the top times we're getting, but it's going to be very interesting to see how you would get any further with that. Obviously, you just got to get finesse right now. I'm going to go out and then come really... See, we are gaining, but not enough. So I reckon we need to sort of build sort of an in-between of those two extremes. And obviously this... Oh, see, we can still gain in cops as well there. If you notice, we gained on the ghost. Now we only just went off there to get the penalty, but we can still gain in cops corner as well. So obviously still time there. So we'll just have to see what we can do. So same again, using the barrier on the left. I'm trying to get the trail braking straight and turn at the same time, if you've been noticing what I've been trying to do. There we go, that's better, that's far better. Much better acceleration through there. As you can see, we're ahead of the ghost. So, and as you see there, the weight is moving about and it's cost us time. So just so that we're ahead on going a bit more out to come in again on the sharp right, and that actually helped us. So we're going to go for that line from now on. So that's exactly what we wanted. Now we've just got to nail this corner now and we'll get a really good time. Oh, just off, just off. I mean, we got a 41.6 there, but we were easily on for a 0.2 there, maybe even a 0.1. But we just lost the back end. That corner is very, very difficult because obviously you're having to brake going into the corner. You got weight moving in the car. It's very, very difficult. I want to straight line brake this. Not as much as straight line braking it as I just did there, but and we don't want to do that way. Bang. Whee! How long have we got left? We've got a few minutes left, so we're going to keep at this. Let's see what we can do. And I was not paying any attention there. was not paying any attention at all. So we'll just retry this. So we're looking at the left, braking. Oh, back! Notice there, as we were turning left, the rear came out because we were braking as we were turning, and I went to correct there. The car weight moved, and that forced the correction to overcorrect. So we'll try that again. Oh, we lost it. You see, we're trying to be so aggressive now because we've obviously got a relatively good time. We're trying to be really, really aggressive now to really get that extra time, and it's actually costing us now. So just need to pull it back a bit. That's how you do that corner. I just dabbed off the throttle there just slightly because I felt the car oversteering, and yeah, we could have had a much better acceleration if we'd have just risked it a bit more, but we're still ahead of the Ghost, so we'll just see the outcome of this. Now you see, that corner is very, very difficult. That's going to push the final lap time we're trying to get. That's going to cost a lot of people, that corner, because you've got to be pretty perfect. So we're a bit more aggressive there. We did oversteer, we lost a bit of time because of it, but we didn't lose too much time because of it. See, we're just behind the Ghost there, so that's going to be very difficult, very, very difficult corner, and that's basically the 15 minutes up. So obviously we could have improved further. As you've seen, we've been ahead of the Ghost several times. I could honestly see myself, if we kept a bit longer, getting a 0.3, maybe a 0.2, if we'd have put it all together. I can't remember what the rank 1 was, so we'll just have a look at that quickly. See where we came in the rankings. Now, updating rankings. I have a funny feeling this might be a top 10 then if it's doing this very quickly. Well, not very quickly, should I say, because it'll be uploading the replay, which might fifth? What? I was not expecting 5th, that's for sure. Okay. We'll definitely have a look then what the leading times were, because we weren't aiming for 5th. You do remember that. We had lots of time spare, and wow, now that's surprising. Now you guys all saw that. We could easily get a 0.486. No, not a problem. So we were on for rank 1 there in the world on this time trial, which was amazing. And remember, our what was it? Our first gold time was a 42.0. That instantly puts us top of the friends ranking straight away. Just one go, bang. So obviously the previous experience of that corner helped a little bit. I obviously love this section of the track for some strange, odd reason. Let's just have a look at the world rankings anyway. It's nice to see your name up there as number 1 and on some form of ranking anyway. That doesn't happen very often. That doesn't happen very often on my friends list. I can tell you that. So yeah, we're not far off at all. We're 2 temps off, and we've been well ahead of 2 temps as well. I can honestly say that we can gain 2 temps on Cop's Corner alone if we nailed that properly perfect. And then obviously we've got the first part where we've been a 10th and a half, 2 temps. That's 4 temps, 0.3, 0.2, definitely possible on this one. Let's have a look at some of the people we've beat. There's no other big names down there really, so they're still on the first practice. But that's been the practice 2 of the GT Academy 2013, and I'll see you on practice 3.